What's up, Motivated Movement? I have a gratitude letter to myself that is it's personal, but it's something that is still uplifting enough that I want to share as an example of journal entries. Even though my journal, the Motivated Movement journal, is going to be more structured, but it's still going to have places for something like this to go. This is going to also be implemented. But I want to just give you guys an example of something that on a bad day, on a rough day, for you to just go back and read something like this from you to you, that's going to be a tool that you're going to be like, wow, I needed that. When you don't have anybody and you're not seeking out anybody to pat you on the back or, give you that congratulations and build you up, you're going to need an entry like this to do that for you. Okay? So here we go. Dear me, I need to start by thanking you so much for continuing to love me. Even when my loyalty was in question, you made sure to keep my mind protected with love. The only way my self-sabotage can be forgiven is to remain aware of the patterns. You don't allow me to hold a victim mindset, which only makes me stronger. I've done lots of healing for you, but I admit feeling young is starting to be the equivalent of self-destruction. I never wanted to give in to being forced to grow up, but then how would I know it's time to let you step in and have your turn? At the same time, I didn't want to pass things on in such shambles. Yet, who am I kidding? You can handle practically anything. The fact that I've come all the way from Buffalo, New York to expensive Southern California for the last 8 years, it's been 9 now, under my own roof has built a profound faith in you and your purpose. Even now that purpose is not crystal clear, yet I know it's your destiny for that purpose to be fulfilled. It will only be selfish of me to stand in your way. The wasting of time with such childish antics could only prolong, but never stop you. Sometimes I wish you would overpower me and take control of our destiny. Perhaps that's a recipe for resentment we have to avoid. That the greatness in you still has to be earned. I wonder why the potential in you has such a hard time just being. But it's hard for anyone to just be great nowadays, especially with constant validation. It wasn't until just recently I was convinced of how great my life actually is this very moment. Even with my living arrangements, the problems I don't have completely overcast the problems I do have. So here we are, not in bad shape at all. I trust you know what to do from here on out. I trust you want what's best for us, even if you don't always know for sure what that is. I'm ready for the grown-up to be in charge. I've been running wild for long enough. I've learned enough about digging, but I always kept you in mind. I can stop here knowing I didn't disappoint. I can tell you'll make an amazing businesswoman, solid and sure enough to put a family on. You'll make a great teacher because you're so intentional with your words, packed with deliberate appeal. I used to think our experience made us tainted. I was afraid of dragging around too much of that dirt I had to dig through to get here. Now I'm wise enough not to carry that dirt. Used to hoard it as a keepsake to remind myself of how far I came, but now I'm only interested in how far I can go. I need to be clean and light. In fact, I want to step back and let you lead with discipline and consistency. You studied and stored so much in our subconscious. I can feel you longing to put these things into practice. The precision in you to put a life into place. For a long time, I've been feeling in your way. Graciously, you'll forgive me for this. We all know I was never handed a playbook nor a free coach. Love has led us to heal. I hope your path leads to an abundance of gratitude that you rightfully earn and ultimately deserve. I pray your tears of joy surmount those of pain. I affirm that you gain strength and wisdom and power with consistency. I admire the way you plan it. It holds depth to your presence. You really have so much to share that you made me fear vulnerability to boundaries. I need to be careful because all help and good help. So, yeah, just something like that, guys, to get you through.